things have developed a lot over the last week from when we initially were reacting to it. We literally came into the studio and we're reacting that day to what we're feeling. I think we still feel a lot of those things, but there's been a whole industry reaction as well. And importantly, Benji, you got access to Sora just the other day. In fact, I texted you Monday. I said, Benji, could you ask your buddy for a code? Do you have any access to this? Because you have to get a code to get access to Sora. And then 30 minutes later, you give me this text. I asked him for a code, but you know what's funny? I'm not really trying to put my likeness in that AI app. Now, to provide context for those that don't know, Sora 2 is Sora is OpenAI's TikTok-style platform with only AI-generated videos where you can basically deep fake yourself and your friends and put them in, like, at this point, it's very meme-y content about things that are kind of going on. 100% AI generated. And so Benji's referring to in that message that he sent me that he was concerned about literally capturing like his like identity and essence in there and putting it into the AI app. And I want to talk about that actually right here, if you're okay with it.
Yes.
So tell me about why you were kind of concerned about it at the beginning. And we're going to kind of work our way towards talking about the implication for things like brand deals and also the industry reaction as well.
Yeah, and for creators that aren't really familiar, we all know ChatGPT. OpenAI is the company that put that out. Sora is their new video generation, complete AI social media platform. And they're making this super exclusive. And I think really they're trying to give it to creators. And you're going to talk about what their strategy is there.
Sure.
But it's completely AI generated content in a TikTok format. And I had been seeing a lot of videos from my friend, specifically Andrew Edwards. And I was just thinking, wow, this is actually pretty cool because it looks so real. Not new to me. Right, I've been using some of these ChatGPTs and video generation AI tools. It's mind blowing what it does. The difference here is you put your likeness into it, and it really like makes a replica of you.
Yeah, you can be in the video basically.
And so there's two things I want to say about it. Number one, I was hesitant about putting myself in there, which is really contradictory to me vlogging my whole life. Right, I don't know. There's something still eerie about it to me. But I'm more keen on doing it now, and I'll tell you why later. The second part is just like now creators can generate videos of themselves with no work, just from typing a prompt like you do on ChatGPT. So even like Google, for example, Google, this is going to sound first world totally. Google took some work. You put in like a search term or a phrase, and then give you a whole bunch of results, and you click in and you kind of explore different pages. ChatGPT is like no work. You put in your question, just gives you an answer, pure and simple. So content creation, similarly, right? In the beginning, you had to have like a camera. You had to have like a way to edit that footage, and then you uploaded it. And then as time went on, TikTok made it super easy, but you still had to work, right? You record on your phone, you edit on the app, and then you upload it. There's a certain amount of work. Now there's like no work.
Yeah.
So Andrew Edwards has already made probably, I just want to say like 40 videos of himself in just the past week. And then his friends have the ability to take his likeness and make videos of him. So there easily probably 100 videos. And that's all that's on my feed right now when I go to the Sora app. And my big takeaway is, damn, short form creators are going to have a lot of competition. So more than my hesitancy to use it myself and put my likeness in there, I'm like, if I'm watching these videos, by the way, number one video I've seen is one of Michael Jackson, okay? One of my favorite artists of all time, at like an In-N-Out eating a burger and dancing in the lobby. And it looks so real. And Nucha, you're going to love hearing this. I kind of felt a little happy to see Michael Jackson in real life. It felt so real that I'm like, wow, like the fact that he's like live, just like doing his moves in the restaurant. And I'm telling you, if I felt like that, being a fan of his, and this was completely generated by somebody typing something into Sora, that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
And Chamath Palihapitiya, he's a billionaire that has another podcast called All In Podcasts, and he's in the tech space. He obviously knows about he's actually helped found Facebook, or he was like at the very beginning, so he knows this stuff. He says the biggest takeaway for everybody isn't like what it does right now or how cool it is and who's using it. It's literally that it's the worst today that it will ever be.
Yeah.
it's going to be better tomorrow, and it's going to be way better in a month, and a year from now, you're not even. So imagine, like, the videos being so real that I was enjoying watching it, but once people start using it, I mean, it's the difference between somebody making five TikToks a day and 100 Soras in a day, just from typing out and putting your likeness in there. And just think about that. The competition's about to get heated up.
Yeah, I mean, one of the vectors in which it'll improve actually is just how long it takes. Like, first of all, already way faster than producing like a full piece of content that you're creating on your own, right? But it still takes like 2 or 3 minutes for these things to get generated, right? To create like a 20, 30-second clip, right? That's just going to get faster over time. Like, that's just one really simple thing. Also, the video is going to get better quality. The audio is going to get better quality and things like that. Neutrally, have you seen any of these? Like, I'm curious about what the reaction has been in your kind of world about like what Sora has done to the internet already.
No, absolutely. And just like Benji's, my timeline has been flooded with these videos. And honestly, if I'm not looking for that Sora watermark that keeps floating, I'm like, is this legit? Is this real?
Yeah.
Because like, bro, it's getting better and better with each input. And as you know, with AI, the more people use it, the better it's just going to get. So from here, it can only get better. And like everybody else is saying, we're cooked, bro. We're so
Have you
cooked.
enjoyed watching them? Like, is it mostly kind of a novelty for you, or like is there actual value as you scroll through that you're like entertained by them?
It's like a novelty, but you know, it's like an entertaining novelty. I know for me, it's fake, but you know, it's just a funny video. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the interesting things that I've noticed is that, first of all, like there are lots of jokes that are like, oh, I'm definitely getting scammed when I'm 70. These are like, 18-year-olds that are typing this into TikTok and things like that.
Sora clips.
Yeah, that'd be great to do. And it's if you haven't seen some of these, it's worth going out to see them one way or the other, even if we can't get them up. And actually, so I'll continue the story. You texted me, oh, I don't want to put my likeness in the AI app. We'll get to that in a second. But 10 minutes after that,
vlogger doesn't want to put his face into an app.
Then you see, I get a text message from you 10 minutes after that has a screenshot that says content advisory. You are about to enter a creative world of AI generated content. Some videos may depict people you recognize, but the actions and events shown are not real. It's kind of amazing to me, first of all, that they have that. I've heard
so
people,
smart though. Actually, there's like a good reason to do that other than just like disclaimer. Then you're accepting that it's all fake. So you're not asking a question. And now you're like almost at peace, not
as
like
a viewer
being confused.
Exactly.
Because what's the number one thing people do when they think something's AI? They go to chat.
Yeah,
right? Exactly. They like think
in the comment
whatever.
section.
That's one thing I like about X and Grok. It'll tell you if it is. Hey, after assessing this video, this is an AI generated. But the whole platform's 100%. Then you're like, okay, yeah. Like if I see even my friend or somebody doing something wild or crazy or saying something completely out of line, it's like you don't have any kind of emotion other than just the emotion of experiencing the creation of the creator, and not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that to iJustine.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've noticed is that in the confines of the Sora feed itself, that people are kind of pretty willing to forgo things. In fact, it's mostly kind of memes. It's kind of very jokey. There's ongoing bits. Maybe there's little mini series that people do, like hitting a recurring bit over and over again. It reminds me of kind of the early days of YouTube, actually, the really short, like sketch comedy stuff that like things like Smosh would do, for example, right? But this is like kind of futile to me because you know where I've seen the most Sora content? I don't have access. Neutrally, you don't have access, do you, to Sora? He says no. I see it on Instagram. And guess what? You're not getting that warning on Instagram.
And Neutrally is going to actually pull up what Sora looks like. So if you're listening right now or watching, definitely go to the YouTube link. And everything that you see is completely 100% generated by an app. Okay, like this. I just watched Scarface last night, which is kind of funny. This is Scarface, Al Pacino giving a TED Talk. See the Sora little things? It's kind of telling you. This obviously is fake, right? Yeah, we don't even need the audio, honestly, but there's audio that matches all this. So again, I mean, that's wow. Okay.
So
crazy.
I'm curious before we get to the kind of the heart of the thing, because the rest of the industry has reacted to this. I'm curious about what your original instinct of not wanting to put your likeness into the app was. And then I'm also curious about, it sounds like you've kind of changed your mind a little bit.
Yeah, my thought was, well, I haven't read the disclaimers. So usually I have an attorney that kind of like looks into it. I literally, like that day, I text my attorney and say, hey, what do you think about these AI auto-generated kind of things, right? And then she tells me she launched her podcast. So I thought that was kind of funny. But, giving permission to the app. So you're seeing this notification on iPhones like, this app tracks your activity. Do you want it to keep tracking or not tracking? Like, we're learning that these platforms, including all apps, have these other motives and intentions that we didn't sign up for knowingly. So I don't know what they're going to do if I do this face scan. So the way Sora works is when you go into it, you sign up like any other social media platform, but then you can put your likeness into it and you scan your face, right? You turn your face, you go up and down, and then I think you probably pick your body style. I don't know. And then it makes you an avatar. So think Avatar, the movie, it makes a digital version of yourself, not like a blue alien version. I'm just saying like a real version. My friend Andrew Edwards' videos, it looks like him. And then guess what? When you do a prompt saying, hey, make me drive a F1 racing car and zoom up on my face when I'm about to cross the finish line, it will generate that video with you in the race car and it'll zoom up on your face. The way it would have taken a studio like days to create just that one scene. It's doing it in an instant. And then this is kind of like relating to what you said. It doesn't matter if it's on Sora or if it's on Instagram. This is short form content that's at least taking away attention and entertaining people compared to the stuff that creators are making with all their effort that definitely takes way longer than like a prompt.
So is your objection then the sort of broader implications of AI, or you're more concerned personally with the usage
I'm
of
just
your...
more, I just don't want my likeness to be used by anybody.
Yeah.
And because you have the ability to. So I would say it was more of a hesitancy until I found out more information, but it's very likely I'm going to do it.
Really?
I'm
Wow.
definitely going to do it, put my likeness in there, dink around with it. Will I let other creator friends use me? I don't think I will. But the whole point with Sora, this kind of brings us to maybe one of the topics we're going to be covering, is creators can have the ability for anybody to use their likeness and create content around them, which in a way seems scary, but it's also genius, because imagine thousands and thousands of videos being created of you. They're helping you get exposure. So if somebody has a viral video and they're using your likeness, in a way you get credit. And then guess what? I think there's ways to sell that. You can sell your likeness or lease it out, rent it out. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to brand deals, this was a big one that Mark Zuckerberg talked about when he started releasing his AI generated videos of celebrities, where then you can take a celebrity, or in the case of a creator, a brand can make a commercial with your likeness and produce it all for you, and you do zero work. You don't pay attention to it. And think about that. Brand deals, infinite.